Arizona Cardinals 13, Detroit Lions 20. And with this loss, we fall to 1-2 after the opportunity to upset the Lions and move to 2-1 in our division. We let it slip right through our hands. It felt like we were playing the Black Eyed Peas because they just kept running right down our throats the whole game. No, not the whole game. The first half mostly. We just couldn't stop them. The the game started off with them scoring. We marched down the field. We were able to get a score of our own. Past Marvin Harrison Jr. in the back of the end zone. It was good to see that there was a continuation from the previous game. And I was getting ready for a shootout. I was like, this is going to be a high scoring game. There's going to be a lot of fun plays. But then our offense dried up like the deserts in Arizona. We just couldn't get anything going. And even with that, by halftime, it was still relatively close. It was the game was still within reach, even though we did get screwed out of a pick six there at the end of the half. With that pick six, if we would have gotten that pick six because we got the ball right at the half, it would have been a completely different game. Completely different game. But even after the pick six, we had them third and long. And somehow they managed to convert off of you guessed it, a running play. They convert that, and then they run I imagine, Eminem-inspired Houdini play, the trick play with Amon-Ra and Gibbs. I swear, Amon-Ra, the sun god, he was just having some fun in the desert sun. We just couldn't stop him. He just did his thing with no resistance whatsoever from us. And so they were able to get that score. Thankfully, we were able to get a field goal right before half. And we got the ball back right at the half and you guessed it, nothing. Did absolutely nothing with it. We went into, by halftime, and even right after halftime, Jared Goff was flawless. He was diamond flawless. Like he had no incompletions. That was until Dennis the Menace Gardeck, coming off the 3-sack game, dropped back in coverage and picked him off, gave us the ball back in great field position, and we did yet again nothing. It was it was very frustrating to watch. Just like the defense, they in the first half they couldn't stop anything. Second half, the Lions continued to run the ball, but there was at least some resistance. Like we made some crucial stops second half, but our offense did nothing. But the defense kept. The offense kept getting bailed out time after time after time. We were like Kodak Black. Like the defense held it down for us, like Papoose when Remy did the bid. It was really frustrating to watch. And this loss, I hate to do this, but it falls, a lot of it falls on Kyler Murray. A lot of it. I just felt he was trying to force feed to Marvin. I know he's a great player, but Jesus Christ, how many times are you gonna throw it to him in double coverage? There was not only that, there were a couple missed throws, easy things. I felt also he was always looking, especially early in the game. Later in the game, he settled down and tried to take the shorter plays. Early in the game, he was going for the big plays. Like he was still feeding off that high from last week, from all those big plays, and he was just throwing it down the field, not even looking like within the 10-15 yard range. But he, I guess, settled it down after a while and like stopped looking only at Marvin's way. I mean, we got Trey McBride, we got Mike Will made it. He got some, like, he was very productive today. I think led the team in receiving, but like he could have done a lot more if Kyler would have looked his way a little more. Like where's the love? There's Mike Will. He's legit. He's legit too. Him, McBride. Even though with McBride, I hope he's doing all right. There was after that nasty collision with Branch. Hope they're both doing all right. But it was it was a disappointing performance from us. But now I guess open up my eager eyes and beam some bright side here for a second. Next week we face the Commanders. I believe we have that game at home. And in our division, especially after today, when the the Niners basically choked the game away against the Rams. We're all like there's a three-way tie in the division at 1-2. Even though the Seahawks now, yeah, they're at 3-0, but I do think they're gonna come crashing back down to earth when they actually start playing some legit teams. But with the win, if we'd have won this game, like we would have been second place, like solid second place, and eventually been like very respected opponents with, at least how I look at it, Seattle gonna with Seattle's puts imminent crash back down to earth. But yeah, next week we face the Commanders. That is a must win in my eyes. They got a rookie quarterback, first year coach, and we're at home. We just got to make it happen. It's what we got to do to keep our playoff hopes alive and well. And we have the talent. We just have to make it happen. Disappointing loss in all, but I believe we bounce back next week against the Commanders. All right, if you like and subscribe, I'll be back next week, hopefully to react to a win.